Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a really fun video for you guys. This is going to be my top 13 niche fragrance discoveries of 2021 so far. So if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you probably know that I started getting into perfumes, like really getting into perfumes, about a year ago. And at this point, I feel like I am a little bit tired of designer fragrances. I feel like I've smelled all the designer fragrances there are to smell, and I just feel like I'm ready to broaden my horizons and try new, interesting, unique scents. So I wanted to share this journey with you guys, of course. I recently ordered 48 samples, and these are the best ones. So if you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you would consider hitting on down and hitting the subscribe button. Make sure that your notification bell is turned on so you don't miss any of my uploads. And without further ado, let's get started. All right, so good morning guys. I am just sipping on a cup of coffee here. I'm still using my Christmas tree mug. I know that the season is long gone, but I just really like this mug. I think it's really pretty. So it's quite early in the morning. I actually really like the early morning, like calm light that we have here. And as I said, I'm going to be sharing with you 13 of my best niche discoveries of 2021 so far. So as I mentioned, I did order 48 samples, and initially I was going to share with you my least favorite and then like the okay ones and then the best ones. I decided to take a different route. Instead, I'm just going to share with you the best of the best because that is what I come here to look for, and I'm sure that's what you guys want to find out as well. So these ones are pretty incredible. Some of these are full bottle worthy. Like there's a few in here that I've already decided I'm going to be getting a full bottle. I'll tell you what those are as I go through. I want to be careful with my choices because niche fragrances are quite expensive, and I already have so many perfumes, but I think there's definitely some in here that I really want in my collection. I do have some notes here written with all of the notes that are in the perfumes, and just to give you an idea of what's in here, I do have a couple that didn't quite make my list, and that includes Good Girl Gone Bad by Kilian. We also have Initio, Oud for Greatness, Byredo, Bal d'Afrique, and we also have Amouage, Sunshine Woman. So that should tell you how good the fragrances on the tray are, because these ones here are known to be pretty incredible fragrances. But yeah, these ones didn't quite make the cut. If you want me to do a little review on some of those fragrances, let me know and I can totally do that. But without further ado, let's get into these ones. Okay guys, so in no particular order, the first one is from Xerjoff, and this is ERBA PURA. This is a really unique, beautiful, citrusy scent for the summertime. So the notes that are in here are Sicilian orange, bergamot, lemon, fruit notes, musky notes, vanilla, and amber. And what I wrote down for this one is that it is bright and citrusy, but it's not too cutting, it's not too citrusy. It's also very unique, and it also has like a sweet, savory, kind of a vanillic touch to it as well, which is really interesting. So this one I actually haven't tried on my skin yet. I'm going solely based off of just putting it on paper. So I do need to wear this on my skin. So this one isn't a 100% full bottle worthy yet for me. I do have to experiment with it a little bit more, but this was one that when I smelt it, just made me say wow. And I don't have a lot of perfumes that make me say wow at first sniff. This was one that I said wow. I just really think it's incredible. It's just very unique, and if you were to wear this during the summertime, nobody would smell like you. You would smell different to everybody in the room, and yeah, it's pretty incredible. So this is Xerjoff ERBA PURA, my first one on my list. Okay, so the second one on my list is Mazzolari VANIGLIA. So I'm pretty sure I've heard somebody mention this name before. I know I've heard the name VANIGLIA somewhere on YouTube, and you guys, this is a fragrance that I would think is a pretty safe blind buy. If you like the sound of the notes, it is absolutely gorgeous. I think you'd be hard pressed to find someone who didn't like this one. This was one that I liked right off the get-go. It was a favorite right from the beginning, and the notes that are in here are vanilla, caramel, and orchid. So it doesn't sound complicated, and it's not complicated, but these must be the highest quality notes that you can purchase on the market, because this is a perfume that is an example where the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. I never would have imagined that something as simple as vanilla, caramel, and orchid would smell so incredible. This is so beautiful. It's that orchid in there gives it a brightness. It's like a bright, beautiful, feminine flower. It's the same kind of sweetness, not that this smells alike, but it's the same kind of sweetness that you get from Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. If you like like those kind of sweet floral fragrances. So it's not like candy sweet. It's still very feminine, it's very pretty, it's very beautiful, and it just smells really, really incredible, you guys. So I'm not even sure what the price of this is. I'm gonna look it up because I'm praying that it's affordable, because it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So that is the second one on my list. Again, I think it is a fairly safe blind buy, and that is Mazzolari Vaniglia. Okay, the next one on my list actually surprised me. I did not think I was gonna like this. This is Tom Ford Jasmine Rouge. I have heard this pop up on so many different platforms. The one that comes to mind is Pika from Pika Fragrances. Again, that girl shows me so many incredible fragrances. I have to give her a huge thank you, because she was really the one that made me want to try this one out. So I was expecting this one to smell sort of red and very heavy on the jasmine, and that's not the vibe I get from this at all. What I get from this is actually a very tropical, sort of a yellow floral, sexy fragrance, but it's like sexy and dark with a tropical twist, if that makes any sense at all. So I will read the notes to you. This has cinnamon, ginger, which I don't get a whole lot of the cinnamon and ginger. They're very downplayed, which I'm thankful for because I don't love cinnamon. There's bergamot, cardamom, pepper. Again, I don't get a huge amount of pepper with this. There's mandarin, jasmine, ylang ylang, amber, woody notes, and vanilla. So what sticks out the most for me in this is definitely the mandarin, jasmine, ylang, amber, woody notes, and vanilla. So it's more of that like sensual, ambery, vanilla-y type of accord that I typically like in a fragrance. And it just has a spin on it. It's beautiful. Like, you could wear this for daytime if you wanted to, but you could also wear this for a date. It's absolutely gorgeous, you guys. So I'm so glad that I got a sample of this. I actually do have a 8ml decant coming. I love this. It's beautiful. If I wasn't already getting a decant of this, like a larger one, I would definitely be thinking seriously of investing in a full bottle of this. That is the next one. This one totally took me by surprise. This is Tom Ford Jasmine Rouge. So the next one, I'm sure you guys have heard lots about this one. This is from Nishane, and this is 100 Silent Ways. So the first thing that drew me to this fragrance was the name. Obviously, the name is just so enticing. I had to see what on earth is 100 Silent Ways, you know? And this fragrance, the best way I can describe it, aside from being feminine and pretty and unique, is like a comforting hug. It's very unique, it's very warm, it's very cozy. The notes that are in here are tuberose, peach, mandarin, gardenia, orris, vanilla, jasmine, sandalwood, and vetiver. And I definitely get the tuberose. This is, I would say, not a safe blind buy. The reason I say it's not a safe blind buy is because sometimes white florals, especially tuberose, can be very polarizing for people, myself included. I don't always love tuberose, and I actually have this one on the back of my hand right now. But I also get a lot of brightness. I do get the peach and the mandarin. It's just a very comforting and unique fragrance. It's a fruity floral with a twist, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So this one I think is worth the hype. I can understand why people love it so much. I'm not 100% sold on getting a full bottle of this yet, because even for myself, like I say, those white florals and those fruity notes sometimes are not my favorite cup of tea. So beautiful, but I do still need to take some time with this one, especially for the price. Okay guys, and the next one I really, really like, and this is one I'm seriously contemplating getting a full bottle of. This is from Byredo, and this is Mojave Ghost. I hope that I'm pronouncing that properly. So this is a beautiful, I would classify it as an everyday elegant scent for the daytime. It's gorgeous, it's easy to wear, it's easy to grab and go. The name suits it very well. It's very light, it's very soft, it's kind of just there and very pretty and very understated. Yeah, it's just very pleasant. It has sapadilla, not sure if I'm saying that properly, ambrette, magnolia, sandalwood, ambergris, and cedar. And yeah, this is just a very beautiful, classy, uplifting, everyday, pretty floral scent. I don't know what the longevity would be like on this. I have to try it on my skin and make sure that that is okay, because the Byredo fragrances are quite pricey. But I've heard a lot of good things about this fragrance, and I really, really like this one. This is my favorite one that I've tried from Byredo so far. This one I think would probably be a fairly safe blind buy if you want something light and floral and elegant for the daytime, and if it turns out to have good performance. So that one is the next one on our list, Mojave Ghost from Byredo. Alrighty, you guys, so this one is really, really good too. This was kind of a random choice. As you can tell, a lot of the perfumes that I ordered samples of were very hyped up, very well known. This one I actually hadn't heard about before. This is from Sarah Horowitz, and this is called Perfect Coconut Milk. And you guys, this lives up to its name. It certainly is perfect coconut milk. So if you like a beachy, sunscreeny type of coconut scent, but you want something almost done to perfection. This is almost done to perfection. So I'll read you what the notes are. So it has coconut, almond, gardenia, African orange flower, vanilla, tonka, and musk. And what I wrote down for this is it is a truly genius combination of gardenia, almond, and coconut. Whoever decided to put gardenia, almond, and coconut together in this combination and in those ratios, whatever they did to get it to smell like this, it is so good. And the reason I'm hesitant to get a bottle is because I already have a few beachy scents, and I don't spend a lot of time at the beach, and I don't really like wearing coconut heavy scents all year round. So they tend to be some fragrances that for me don't get worn a lot. So I don't want to order this and have it sit on my shelf and not get worn. Okay, so I just have it on the little stick here, and you guys, I really don't like these type of samples. I much prefer the ones with an atomizer. This is so delicious, you guys. What I get from this is, yeah, a lot of gardenia, a lot of coconut, a lot of almond, and some tonka bean and a little bit of musk. It's beautiful. I have not tried this on my skin yet. Yeah, I definitely need to try this on my skin, but it's just a delicious, beautiful, tropical scent. So if you're looking for a gorgeous coconut fragrance and you want something a little bit different that isn't already done 100 times over, check this one out. It is really, really nice. So that is called Perfect Coconut Milk from Sarah Horowitz. Okay, so the next one has actually gotten a little bit of more hype around it. Not a ton, but a little bit more. This is from the House of Oud, and this is called Almond Harmony. So I'm kind of new to the House of Oud. I was a little bit leery to try any of the House of Oud fragrances because Oud and I are not best friends. Oud has to be done in a certain way, and I don't like too much of it, and I was really afraid that all of the House of Oud fragrances would be too heavy for me. But actually, this one doesn't even have any oud in it at all, I don't think. According to the notes that I have written down, I don't even think there's oud in this one. So do check out the House of Oud, even if you don't like oud, because a lot of their fragrances are very different. They're not all oud heavy. So I do really like this one. I'm not going to get a full bottle of it, at least not at this point. What I wrote down for this one is that it is a comfy, warm almond. It is feminine, it is pretty, it is soft. It's a beautiful fragrance. I just don't know if I love it enough to get a full bottle at this point. So the notes that are in here are almond, petitgrain, orange blossom, heliotrope, bergamot, ylang ylang, iris, jasmine, rose, vanilla, tonka, Toulouse balsam, Peru balsam, and musk. So it does have a little bit of a balsamic quality. I definitely get the vanilla, I get the tonka. The floral notes are very understated. You do get a lot of heliotrope and a lot of almond. So it's just a beautiful, think something like Michael Kors Wanderlust type of almond. It definitely has that sort of like almondy heliotrope, warm cashmere hug type of vibe to it. And then it has that vanilla and that musk. It's beautiful. It's really, really nice. I just don't think I love it enough at this point to get a whole bottle. Hi guys, so I'm just interrupting myself to tell you that I completely forgot to discuss Lyra. I fully intended on it. I have a sample. I love it. It was one of my top favorite, and somehow I completely did not mention it at all in this video. I will do a review on Lyra, but I know there's going to be 100 people suggesting that I try Lyra from Xerjoff. I just want to let you know I have, and yes, it is amazing. Okay, and this one is so different, you guys, and this one's so good. This is from L'Artisan, and this is COULEUR Vanille. This one, you guys, is a very unique, sweet, salty fragrance. It's difficult to describe. This is one you just have to smell. It almost has like an oceanic kind of a feel to it, but then it also has a sweet vanillic side to it, so it's a very unique, beautiful scent. I would definitely wear this in the summertime. So the notes that are in here is salt, freesia, bergamot, immortelle, cashmere wood, vanilla, Toulouse balsam, musk, benzoin, and vanilla orchid. So I definitely get the vanilla and the vanilla orchid. I definitely get the freesia and the salt. There is a little hint of bergamot in the opening. It's just a beautiful, like I say, slightly oceanic, slightly salty vanilla floral. I've never smelled anything from L'Artisan before, and I have to say I'm quite impressed with a lot of their fragrances. So yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. I'm hoping that it is affordable because I'm heavily tempted to get a bottle of this. So that is our 5th last one on this list. The next one is from AMOAGE, and this is ASHORE. So I'm not sure if this is one of their newer releases or not. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's one of their newer ones. But the notes that are in here is cardamom, turmeric, pink pepper, jasmine sambac, solar notes, rose, ambergris, olibanum, and sandalwood. And those notes do not do this justice. This literally, it smells like I'm at the beach, but it smells floral and feminine and pretty and light, and I think the solar notes is what must do it. It just smells very bright and airy, and literally the name ASHORE is perfect. I feel like I have been washed ashore on the most gorgeous beach in the world. So again, we have our little thing here. You guys, my finger is literally bruised. Can you see that? My finger is actually bruised from opening these lids from 48 samples for 2 days. This is so, so, so beautiful. Wow. Okay. So jasmine, solar notes, ambergris. It's gorgeous. Again, this is one that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. I can't believe how bruised my finger looks on camera. Yeah, this is amazing. The notes do not do this justice. It almost smells like there's tuberose in here. Yeah, this I do not think is a safe blind purchase because it does pull quite white floral, and I don't think it will be everyone's cup of tea, but I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. Such a nice summery scent. This is one I definitely need to hold on to and try wearing during the warmer months, or definitely recommend checking this one out. Okay, so the next one we have is from Profumum, and it is called Confetto. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this one. I had not heard of this one before. This is a beautiful fragrance. The way that I describe this one is hypnotic poison times 10. Hypnotic poison, but better. So this has candied almond, vanilla, anise, amber, and musk. And anise, if you don't know, is kind of a licoricey smelling note. I don't get a whole lot of a licorice vibe from this. I get just an incredibly intoxicating vanilla almond fragrance. Like I said, this reminds me of hypnotic poison, but multiplied by 10. It's feminine, it's sweet, it's nighttime. Yeah, this is really beautiful. If you like hypnotic poison and you want something even more bold, and yeah, I don't know how to explain it. This is just really incredible, you guys. So yeah, definitely check out Profumum Confetto Hypnotic Poison times 10. Okay, and the second last one on our list, and one that I am heavily debating buying a full bottle of very soon, is from BDK Parfums, and this is Rouge Smoking. So this one I've heard so much about as well. When I was exploring the BDK website, this was one of the ones that looked like it would be right up my alley because it looked to be a little bit gourmand and sweet and feminine and vanilla, which I like. And this honestly is, I have to say, much better than I thought it was going to be. I was a little bit leery because I don't know, I get leery these days when people hype up a fragrance because especially after purchasing Rouge Malachite and being so disappointed with Rouge Malachite. Yeah, I'm a little bit leery these days when someone hypes something up. But this one to me is worth the hype and probably a little bit more. This has notes of cherry, pink pepper, bergamot, vanilla, heliotrope, orange blossom, tonka, cashmere wood, white musk, violet ambroxan, and labdanum. So what I mostly get from this is sweet, sexy, red vanilla. Very sexy. I do get a lot of vanilla. The cherry in here is not medicinal. It's not a medicinal cherry. I was really worried about how the cherry would be in here. I thought I was going to be very put off by it. It's an absolutely beautiful, sexy perfume. Really good for nighttime, really good for dates. It's beautiful. Okay, here we go. There is a little bit of a smokiness to it. Yeah, a little bit of a smokiness to it. And the way the cherry is done in here, like I say, is not medicinal at all. Yeah, so I definitely recommend checking out Rouge Smoking if you haven't. Like I say, this one is high up on my list for buying a full bottle, and it's really, really nice. Okay, and the last one in today's video, and my number one, my favorite discovery from all of these, one of the very first Initio fragrances I've ever smelt, and it's a winner. This is Initio Side Effect. You guys, this again is one of those fragrances that the notes do not do it justice. I didn't think I was gonna love it. I wanted to try it, but I didn't think I was going to love it because I don't love cinnamon. I don't love very many spices in my fragrance. Even rum has to be done in a certain way. And I just kind of was like bracing myself for failure with this one. And this turned out to be wow, 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 wow. This is intoxicating. It is dark. It is sexy. It is deep. It's unisex, but I think it's perfectly unisex. You guys, this is so good. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so good. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'm like, there almost smells like there's oud in here, even though there's no oud. It has that kind of darkness to it. The rum in here isn't sickening. Like, I hate the smell of rum. I'm just gonna put that right out there. I hate the smell of alcohol, really, in general. Like, drinks, being around people who've been drinking, I do not like it. This is different. It's the way the rum is done in here with the vanilla. The cinnamon is very understated for me. If anybody says it's rich in cinnamon, I don't find it to be very, very strong in cinnamon. It's bold, it's unique, it's incredible. This is one of those like femme fatale, truly femme fatale fragrances. Like when they say you're gonna wear something bold and boozy and nighttime and intoxicating, this is the definition of that for me. So I've already kind of decided I'm gonna get a full bottle of this one. This is the one I definitely want a full bottle of. The issue with these ones is, of course, the price. They're so expensive, but I really do think this one is worth it. Just incredible. I love it. By the way, I have smelled a dupe for Atomic Rose. Loved it. And I really want to smell the real Atomic Rose because I have a feeling the real one will be better than the dupe. But that's a side note. So definitely check out Side Effect if you haven't. This is incredible, you guys, and do not be surprised if you see a full bottle of this on my counter. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you guys really enjoyed. I would love to hear your thoughts on these fragrances if you've smelt them as well. Also, please feel free to give me more recommendations, ones that you think I would like based on what I've shared with you today. And if you haven't already, feel free to head on over and follow me on Instagram as well. And I will see you guys all next time. Bye for now.